Dear Roberta, how are you? How's your new job and your new boss? Over here, Mr. Felton is even more miserly than ever before. I hardly thought it possible. The Empire may replace us soon. I had a job the other week, and they replaced the relief pianist with a music box. I fear this mechanical music is going to crush the poor little musician. The reducing of the orchestra's salary is indeed worrying. Thankfully, Roberta, the cellists like me remain relatively in demand, though I have noted the lessening job offers. Perhaps the opening of that new super cinema will provide more work for us musicians. They say they are palaces of light and sound. Personally, I think they sound marvellous. I hope you're doing well, and the entire orchestra misses you terribly. Yours sincerely, Gwen.
Dear Gwen, it is a pleasure to hear from you again. I have missed your optimistic outlook on life. Unfortunately, the situation appears to be happening everywhere. These new talkies seem to be damaging our livelihoods. I personally have had no issues yet, but I'm worried about the security of our jobs. It seems with this newfangled machinery that the cinema has no need for us any longer, and I do not believe that our managers will really care as long as they are getting money in their pockets. Anyway, I hope this all blows over soon. What with the awful sound quality coming from that box, I can't see it lasting long. Yours sincerely, Roberta.
Dear Roberta, my friend, you worry ever so much. I've no doubt many of us musicians may lose our jobs, but we adapt, and there will always be a place for real music, even if we are driven out of the world of film. Perhaps that would not be so awful. I sometimes feel I'm being endlessly hounded around by the camera. That Martian figure with tripod legs, a round shiny eye, and a hunched back with a leathery hood over the top. Why worry, Roberta? After all, there's been no sack yet. Perhaps you could do with cheering up. It would likely interest you to know that old Joseph called Mr. Felton an impolite version of a cowardly custard, and quit soon after. We'd been taking bets on whether he'd be out soon, but at least he got the last laugh. Yours sincerely, Gwen.
Dearest Gwen, I'm afraid that this time I'm not so thrilled to hear your sparky wit. I wish I could laugh about it as you can, but all I am hearing of is talkies and sleepless nights during this time of great unemployment. It pains me to say that Joseph's story is not a unique one. It was only last week that 5 men from the West End got the sack. These talkies will be the death of us. Something needs to change. We've recently formed a musicians' union and are planning a strike next week. Maybe you should come along. At worst, you'd have another anecdote for your repertoire. Yours sincerely, Roberta.
Dear Roberta, you're not wrong on the talkies. Even little old me got the sack. I would be hard-pressed to say that I'm surprised. Even harder so to say I'll miss it. Surprisingly enough. Playing to the Empire's audience isn't what I'd call a life aspiration of mine. I don't think I'll be joining you on your strikes. I've got myself a new job at a swanky orchestra in Birmingham, and I'm happy to be there, not likely to be shoved out by some machine. I'd implore you to do similar, were it not for the fact I know how painfully stubborn you are. Just think about it. It wouldn't hurt you to branch out. Must hope on and look round. Yours sincerely, Gwen.
How do I know that my cares are over? My little robin told me so. Down in the lane, daffodils are dressing to come out and start the show. How do I know? Well, and I'm confessing, my little robin told me so. On my windowsill he sat, and we had a friendly chat. I discovered this and that while hobnobbing with the red, red robin. How do I know things will soon be humming down in Honeymooners Row? How do I know there's a great day coming? A little robin told me so.